YTBC, what's the deal? So I'm back with another heavyweight prospect. This time I'm gonna go to Serbia and a 22-year-old kid that caught my attention, Miljan Rovcanin. He is 15-0 with the 10 knockouts. Watched a lot of his amateur fights here on YouTube. Try to check out some of his pro fights. Even watched a highlight reel video showing his, some of the things that he does well. But I like what I see. He does have fast hands. He goes from cruiserweight to heavyweight, so he's been going back and forth. He's not really a huge heavyweight, but when he is at heavyweight, he'll fight at 203 pounds, 212, 227, 218. Does have very fast hands. He likes to fight off his back foot a little bit. He's one of those type of guys, you'll throw a shot at him, he'll pull counter you, or take a half step back and unload a 4-punch combination and then roll under it and pivot off to his left or to his right. Very fluid, good feet, mobile, quick hands. Even as an amateur, he has some success. A good all-around boxer. That's all I can really say about him. 6'3", 200 and like I said, 25 pounds. He's only 22 years old and he's still learning. Now, how will he react when he gets hit? You can say that about all these prospects, but just the eye test, there's a lot there to work with. There is a lot there to work with. He's not this, he's not a huge muscle-bound type guy. He doesn't try to just win fights just by using jab. He likes to, throw his hands and move around the ring. But if you look at his resume, even some of the journeymen, I don't really recognize any of these journeymen, and I do know a lot of journeymen, but I don't recognize any of these guys. Some of these guys he were fighting that was 0-8, 0-4, 0-12, 0-7, 0-6, 0-10, 0-11. He's not fighting guys with winning records. He did fight for a vacant World Boxing Foundation International Cruiserweight title in 2013, but even that guy, 17 wins and 23 losses with the 2 draws. He beat him in the first round. You can say that he was in there with somebody that had, experience as far as, having a lot of fights. So I want to see him obviously step up and at least, fight some journeyman that will go in there and, hit him back at least and, give him a run for his money. But I want to see more of him. It's a young kid, so that's what really caught my attention. He's only 22 years old. And he's starting his own little following out there in Serbia. So obviously I want to see more of him. He has a lot more to prove, but he is definitely, I will put him in my top, 75 prospects as far as the prospect watch. Only 22 years old, so like I said, there's a lot there to work with. But if you go, I'm going to leave his highlight reel in the description box. And you look at him, tell me what you think. I see fast hands, good feet, good movement. But again, it's against the guys that he's fighting. But, he does have a decent record, and I want to see what he can do. YTBC, I'm out.